Hey, this is Alex from Whitechapel. I just wanted to talk today a little bit about my new signature model with ESP Guitars. It's the AW-XJ7B, new for 2025. You'll see some similarities to my last signature model, but the biggest difference is the body shape. ESP approached me, they were bringing their XJ model series back, and they asked if I would like to do a signature 7-string XJ in my style with the black and gold and the baritone neck, and I was like, absolutely, that's a no-brainer. We're still using the same body wood that we did on the previous model. I've got an affinity for swamp ash. It's, great sounding wood. For me, since I tune lower, the wood is a little less dense. It's less dense than mahogany or alder, say, so I feel like it kind of helps filter away some of that muddy low end naturally with the wood. Swamp ash is a little lighter, so it feels more comfortable for me on stage, especially playing like a big 7-string style guitar. I also just love the way that the wood grain looks. We are still using the DiMarzio Deactivator bridge pickup. I love that pickup. I've been using it for over a decade now, and it's just the perfect pickup for me for heavy tones. It's a passive pickup, but it has the output of an active pickup. Since it's passive, it doesn't crush the headroom on the dynamic of the string like an active does. To me, with active pickups, you can kind of hear that ceiling. When you hit the string, the dynamic only goes so high, but with the passive, there's a lot of headroom. So I really like how when you hit that top string, you can really hear like the whole dynamic of the string. Also for this model, I decided to add in a push-pull coil split. So when you pull it out, it splits the coils of the humbucker. I like to utilize that mostly in the studio when we're doing layers. I'll do a layer, like a big single string, kind of top single string part, like that part in Saws of the Law where it's like bow, ba down, ba down, down. I like to utilize 2 layers of regular humbucker, and then I'll pull it and coil split and give it that stringier sound, and then utilize 2 more layers of that on top of it, and then just like slightly bring in the coil split sound until it's a nice balance of the beefiness from the humbucker with the really stringy sound of the coil split. Another thing that helps with the tuning stability is the full baritone 27-inch scale neck. I've been using 27-inch scale now since 2014, and for me, we tune to drop G on a lot of our songs and drop A on some other songs, but for that drop G tuning, it's just a little bit lower than the drop A, that extra, 1.5 inches compared to 25.5. It helps with the tuning stability and also the tonality of the lower strings. I'm able to use slightly less thick of strings, especially with the Evertune and the baritone combined. If I didn't have an Evertune and I didn't have baritone scale neck, then I'd have to use super thick strings to tune down, and that's gonna really muddy up your tone. So the combination of the Evertune and the baritone neck really helps me find that perfect balance of tuning stability with not making my tone too thick or muddy. I'm still rocking with the bolt-on neck. The bolt-on neck helps with the tonality of the guitar. Something about bolt-on just gives it a snappier response. It gives a snappier tonality. So the strings, when I'm digging in and getting really aggressive with my picking, you can hear that attack. You can really hear the snappiness. We're also using the Evertune bridge now. Over the past couple years, I've been rocking with the Evertunes, and like most people, I was kind of wary to jump into it because it just seemed so different to me compared to what I was used to. And it took me a little while to get used to it, but after I did, I love it. I can't live without it now. Keeps my guitars perfectly in tune on stage. Whenever I'm playing live, I don't tune between songs. Our tech tunes it before we go on stage, and he hands me the guitar, and I play the show, and I walk off and hand it back to him. And that's what I love about it. I don't have to worry. It's just rock solid in tuning stability. So that about wraps it up with the new features on my signature model from ESP Guitars, the AW-XJ7B. You can check out more information on espguitars.com, and you can order one now from your favorite online retailer or your local ESP retailer.